Hi everyone, and welcome back to Jarissa Explains. I'm Marissa.
And I'm Jamie. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about going on a Jurassic Quest.
Hold on to your butts.
Today's video is going to be a vlog of our trip to Jurassic Quest.
Jurassic Quest, for all of you that do not know, is a traveling dinosaur show where kids can go and ride animatronic dinosaurs as well as see animatronic dinosaurs and learn about all the ins and outs of dinosaurs.
Yes, so we decided this would be a good place to take our son. So in today's vlog, we are just going to tell a little bit about the different activities that they had and show you all some clips.
So sit back, relax, and come join us. Jurassic Quest was at the Exposition Center here in Louisville, Kentucky, over at the fairgrounds.
When you first walked in, they had a ton of animatronic dinosaurs.
That was part of the main draw that we were going there for. We were there, kept saying life-size dinosaurs that were moving around. But for the most part, they had a handful of them moving, but some of them were just standing there stationary.
That's what?
There's that one with the skull that runs in the skull.
Oh.
Oh, careful. See, the Pachy's neck attaches at the bottom of its skull instead of the back of its head as with reptiles. So when it lowers its head, its neck lines up directly with its backbone, which is perfect for absorbing impact.
I was actually expecting a whole lot more dinosaurs than what they actually had, but I mean, it was still a good amount.
I agree. And I do remember like some people were going through the little gates to go near the dinosaurs to take pictures of them, but I don't think you were supposed to do that.
No, they pretty much just let you go on in and people just did pretty much whatever they want. Nobody was supervising hardly anything. It was okay for the most part, but like she said, a lot of people were jumping over the ropes and going and taking pictures with the dinosaurs. And jokingly, I would tell her, I was like, wouldn't it be crazy if all of a sudden that dinosaur would come alive and...
No.
Nonetheless, it was a good time. I mean, they had pretty much the usual characters that you would expect to see at a dinosaur convention. T-Rex, the Velociraptors.
In Jurassic Park, Steven Spielberg wanted them to be bigger, but a real Velociraptor size is only about this big. He wanted them to be bigger.
Clever girl.
We had a few ones I had never heard about. Matter of fact, we saw one that we thought was a Triceratops, and this little kid comes running up and says like the full, long, lengthy name of, I don't really remember what it was, but he said it clearly and phonetically. We were
Styracosaurus.
There it is.
Styracosaurus. Styracosaurus. That's how you pronounce it. I didn't know how to pronounce it. Our son has a little stuffed animal of this dinosaur, and we always called him Tritops because we thought it was a Triceratops.
Yep.
But turns out it's not. Once we got farther into the whole exhibit, we saw that kids could do like fossil digging. Of course, our son is a little young for that, so he didn't do that.
Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty cool.
And also they had a nice area where like kids could actually see actual dinosaur bones, and they had a lady there that was explaining stuff about that, so that was really, really nice. And then they also had a area where there were actors dressed up like full-size dinosaurs walking around interacting with the crowds and all the kids, and all the kids were really, really enjoying that and taking pictures, and that was really, really cool.
Yes, the walking dinosaurs. That was probably one of my favorite parts. They were just really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Our son was a little bit younger than all the other kids. There was only one real area that he could actually play in.
Yeah, so they had this like soft play area. It was the Triceratops play area, and it was for children under 3. So he got to do that and like play with other kids. They had like little dinosaur like statue type things that they could kind of climb on.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And near where all the little kids were playing, they also had along the wall a whole bunch of dinosaur themed bouncy castles and like bouncy slides and all sorts of other little things that the more grown-up kids could go and play at.
Yeah.
They definitely had a bunch of different things. We're definitely not trying to knock it from people going and trying out this exhibit. We just expected a little bit more and a little bit more uniformity. The whole thing overall was pretty chaotic at times.
Yeah, like there were just people everywhere.
Pretty much.
And then they also had like big animatronic dinosaurs that kids could ride. Of course, our son was too young for that as well. But they had where you could like sit on the dinosaur and like it would move, and then like there was another little area where like the dinosaurs would actually like walk a little bit.
They're literally like taking steps.
Yeah.
And like walking around in a circle. They were moving a little too slow for all the kids, I think, to really enjoy it. But the kids were like, I get it. I'm riding on a dinosaur.
Because it wasn't like a thrill ride or anything.
Exactly.
You're just kind of like, you know, going along very slowly.
And they also had this exhibit where you could see underwater dinosaur creatures from back then. So you got to see, like, you know, the megalodon and the I forget the name. I think plesiosaur is what it's called. Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
Type of like giant underwater dinosaur.
Yeah. Yeah, overall that was pretty much the trip, and yeah, it was fun. It's just our son was a little too little to do a lot of the activities, which is okay. He can probably go back when he's older if he's into dinosaurs.
Absolutely. That's really what the key thing we're going to go off of. If he's into dinosaurs, we'll go back to this.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like he's just going to get even more and more out of it. But if your kid's not into dinosaurs, I would highly suggest getting away from this, which the title should suggest to begin with. One thing I definitely noticed, though, you know, like how fair rides seem kind of like worn in and stuff, like whenever they come to town and stuff like that for like county fairs and stuff. That's what it seemed like the animatronic animals were kind of like the speakers were all raspy and like making some sort of dinosaur sound. Half the time I couldn't tell if they were doing dinosaur sounds or just giving me static from like a once dinosaur sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these tickets were a little bit hefty. I want to say it was like $80 for like just the three of us to go.
That in itself seemed like a bit much to me because for what you're getting and for what you were getting involved in, probably the ticket prices should have been lower. But I'm sure they figured all that into how much it is to move all this stuff into different places. So
if your kid is like really into dinosaurs, it would be a good experience and probably worth the money.
Well, but definitely feed them before you go, because concessions were a whole lot as well.
And what was it? The swords. The swords were like $30 or $35. I can't really remember.
It was these plastic swords that blew our minds, and they were like $30 a piece for souvenirs. And we were like, well, why are swords here to begin with when we're dealing with dinosaurs? But then I guess they're just trying to sell anything that's shiny and makes a lot of noises and lights and stuff to draw in kids to make their parents buy it. So.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of our vlog and telling you about the Jurassic Quest.
And this video is not sponsored, by the way.
No,
We're
not
just telling
sponsored.
about our experience.
Just letting you all know what's up.
So we hope you enjoyed today's vlog. If you want to see more videos from us, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell for future notifications.
Please do, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Jarissa Explains.
And we want to thank you all for watching, and we will see you all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.